Hello, and we're talking Horizons, episode 67 review, and I fear a new best episode has just dropped. Like, wow, it's just a perfect episode. Like, this is about Liko and Roy battling each other as they reach the end of the Terastal Course, and find out from Dot beating Roy's doppelganger that Penny has let people know that the trio have saved the school, which has made them quite the celebrities, with Mona bringing up to like Roy and Liko as well. This has done such numbers to them that even Rhyme's giving them a rap to introduce him, and it's so great seeing her as part of this too, as she's had such an impact on Roy. I really just in general seeing everyone who's helped the kids grow, like Nimona, Brassius, Katie, Grusha, Rika, all here watching battle is really elite. But seeing Rhyme in particular talk about how Coco has stylish vibes really comes full circle towards the end. Really, it's not just that though, they give equal weighting to Katie mentioning how confident Liko is, as Liko's excited to battle. So match structure really feels like it can go both ways. And I mean, I could recap the action, but please just watch this, because it's phenomenal and shows the growth of Roy and Liko perfectly. It's not just that they're stronger, they're more tactical and know how each other fight. That's what makes this battle really fantastic, as it's a real tug of war. They both have their own unique tools to play with, which works really well. Like for example, Roy counters Coco being lassoed by the Bud with a flame charge to try and make Coco dizzy. But lets Florigato throw Coco and Roy recalls it for Killer Watchel. And hell yeah bro, Killer Watchel rocks here. First of all, it's so cool how Liko tries to reuse the strategy she used against Grusha to lasso Killer Watchel down. But it ain't happening, as Roy's seen it, and gets Killer Watchel to pull Florigato up to the sky and then down to the floor. And the way Liko quickly defends it using Magical Leaf to cushion the floor is just on point. Hassel puts it perfectly, as they're both using their unique strengths in this fight, and Killer Watchel stuns here as Roy tells Killer Watchel to fly and run, even though Magical Leaf can't be dodged, but it's a play to use Killer Watchel's ability to draw power from wind, and lets him charge through Magical Leaf and counter Florigato's scratch, knocking it down and paralysing it. Like wow, that's just really well played. And hey, Liko's pulling everything out if she's using bloody scratch again. Liko brings out Hatcham, who gets some good licks, as it can hold off Killer Watchel with confusion, but Upthrow pushes it back and Killer Watchel sparks again, and again, which, you know, Hatcham just kind of accepts CL. But before it does something to Florigato, which was its ability healer, as it heals a paralysis. What I love here is Killer Watchel getting a W. You love to see it, especially as it has to take an L to Florigato. That's expected, I feel, as, come on, the main event is going to be Coco vs Florigato. There's some reflectiveness on Liko as she stops throwing her Bud, which loops around Killer Watchel and throws it off, letting Florigato get scratching, and even makes Liko think that she can make a new move from this. And I love that that's Liko's fault. It doesn't really feel like something we've seen much of in Horizons. Like, yeah, there's been training in hopes to get stronger, which has become new moves before, like Coco getting Disarming Voice or Sprigatito getting Quick Attack. But here Liko's identifying a trait that could be associated with move, and when she implements it, and Coco does learn Sucker Punch, it's pretty sick, and really that could have been something that helped decide the battle. Again, it just feels like a tug of war. And this battle has a heart and soul, because Liko and Roy remember the battles they've had with each other, the training they've done together, and the strength they've gained together, making it through unsurmountable odds together. It really feels like all their adventures culminate here, and realising with each other they can go further. It just really makes me smile thinking about how much these characters mean to me, and for what's really a zero-stakes schoolyard battle, it really elevates it beyond that. These feelings resonate with Coco, however, who starts heating up, and the two kick up in their new song, with the audience chanting along led by Rhyme, which is based as hell. Liko and Florigato lock in as well, and that's when we finally get it. Coco launches up into the air and he finally evolves. And look, I'm not a Crocodile fan, but that's had me tearing up, bro. This is such an earned evolution, and Roy's excitement is so infectious. But hey, remember when I said Liko was locking in? She straight away understands that Florigato wants to go all out, and wants to as well. That's remarkable confidence from her. She doesn't back away from a challenge or want to risk hurting Roy's big moment. And the two Terastalize, in perhaps the most gorgeous scene of activating gimmick from any Pokemon anime series. They cooked. Roy and Liko have never looked so cool, and that's saying a lot because Roy's in his dweeby Naranjo Academy fit. But the art style shines here, and as always, the Terras look great. You can feel the power from playing for our Magical Leaf. The expressions from Roy and Liko are excellent, and Crocodile gets an edge here, even though Florigato dodges it, as we get one last clash of Quick Attack and Flame Charge, and after the dust, Crocodile has won the battle. Which Roy can hardly believe at first, but the cut we get from Roy and Crocodile, Roy realising how heavy Crocodile is now, it's adorable. And to the remix of the incredible title theme, we get an amazing handshake, and that's that for the battle. It's just a remarkable episode with pretty non-stop action that didn't falter a bit. For the end of this arc, they made something absolutely grand, and I mean I already said this, but this could be your best Horizons episode. It definitely has deep competition. And just to address this again, like, it's so easy to brush this off like, oh, Liko lost, what did she gain from this? It's just put up an amazing fight, showing off plenty of strengths, even at type disadvantage by the way, and show keener battle instincts than she would have had before. But getting ahead of myself, first we have some goodbyes, as everyone has a chance to say goodbye to the people who helped them. I mean, I'm biased, but the Roy ones were elite, as he gets to talk to Nimona, Ryan, Brassius, and Hassel. I think I'm happy with Brassius talking to him the most, as I don't think there's a guarantee we'll see him again, unlike, say, Nimona. But I have to say, seeing Penny talk to Dot, revealing that she knows Dot is the other thing is hilarious. Maybe Penny's such a silly weirdo, and it's hilarious. But props to Grusha too, as he tells Liko, even though she lost, it means she has still room to grow. A loss isn't a bad thing. As the kids leave for school, Liko reflects on all their dreams and they head off to their new adventure. I don't think I could have asked for Terastal debut to end in a better way. Our two leads going to head-to-head and just absolutely cooking is all I could ask for. If Liko won, I'll be happy. Roy won, I'm happy. And making a celebration of their time together is absolutely the way to do this battle. These are our dual protagonists. They have equal weighting and footing here. We never make one feel so above the other. And I think one thing that struck me from the episode preview was how this episode feels like it parallels the battle with Rayquaza at the end of Terapagos' Shine. From the aspect of, oh, we're getting a new evolution for one of the partner Pokemon, while the other one can grow in parallel to them, with their partner getting a new move. And it feels really fitting here, because they sought out this power to help battle Rayquaza and chase their dreams. This is their graduation, and it shows they're ready to face new challenges that await. And I'm definitely not biased in the fact that Roy was my favourite Horizons character. I really just did everything right with him here. He's so much more tactical in our battles than he was. And of course, seeing Crocodile and Kilowatch were both getting big wins here in a way that didn't diminish Liko's Pokemon was really nice. And my goat Crocodile is beating the allegations that he wouldn't evolve, you know? Yes, he's a haha comic relief Pokemon or whatever. But you know what? Seeing him getting dragged because he hadn't evolved and fear-mongering that he wouldn't sucked. And even though knowing Roy's Actress had teased the evolution ages ago, it's so real to finally see it happen. We know Crocodile's dream is to become as strong as Freeze Charizard and help Roy achieve his dream. It wouldn't make sense to not evolve. And seeing it finally happen in such a wonderful and energetic sequence makes me so happy. So yeah, I mean, this might topple to 18 as my favourite Pokemon anime episode, which is wild to think, but we cooked and really left Terastal debut on a very hard to beat note. And oh my god, wait, is that Arven?